As a professional in our industry, you probably differentiate between your online activities and your offline activities. You may further differentiate between your personal online activities and your business online activities. Or you may just find the whole thing a gigantic distraction. In any event, today I'd like to talk with you about why you may want to use social media to lead your prospects and clients off of social media.
Increase sales, improve margins, and grow your business. Guaranteed. TopSecrets.com. Ladies and gentlemen, David Blaze.
Hi, and welcome to the podcast. Today I'd like to touch on something that I recently covered in detail for our Inner Circle and AIM Smart EQP members. When we think in terms of social media that's designed to help our business, we can start by thinking in terms of our online persona, what we're communicating online, and our offline persona. That's what's happening in real life. For most people, there's at least a bit of a disconnect between those two things. We don't share everything that's going on, though it seems some people do. There are some who go on social media and just complain about stuff. They gripe about their lives. They share every frustration, and eventually they just repel people. Am I being too candid? If you're using social media for business, I would strongly encourage you to not engage in that approach. For the most part, in business, it's usually a good idea to put our best foot forward in terms of comments, personality, and positivity, keeping things forward-thinking and uplifting. That's not to say you can't share the occasional frustration or rant, but when it gets to be too much, it can easily drive people away. Let's face it, if you want to convert online leads into sales, people are going to have to like you. They're going to have to want to interact with you. And much of that will be determined by how we communicate, how we put ourselves out there. When you start to think in terms of using social media to get people to interact with you offline for business purposes or to engage with you through your sales funnel, it should have a definite impact on what you're doing in much of your communication. In some of my previous podcasts, I've talked about the direction of your communication. Where does it start out and where does it lead? What is the direction of your social media? In my view, the best use of social media is to encourage people to interact with you off of social media. It could start by directing them to your blog site where they could opt in to receive a special report or a free video series. It could direct them to your company website where they could sign up for your newsletter or subscribe to your podcast. It could invite them to lunch or to get together for a meetup. So why do we want to use social media to lead our prospects off of social media? Well, aside from the obvious distraction, diversion, competition, and sensory overload that are the hallmarks of social media, we've all seen over and over again how the rules, functionality, and algorithms in social media change constantly, reducing access and limiting communication. It used to be that you could post something on social media and it would be shown to the people you're connected with. Now we've reached a point where if you put out a post, they may show it to your people or they may not. In fact, if you don't pay extra to boost your post, it may just be a tiny percentage of your connections who will actually be shown the message, which means even a tinier percentage who can then actually read it and respond to it. If we're just posting cat videos, it doesn't matter too much. But if we're putting out a thoughtful, compelling message that we want our prospects and clients to see, then deliverability is important. While we can't control what people will read or respond to after it's been sent to them, we're certainly better off if we can get them to a place where we can control the communication that we're sending. Even the lowly email gives you far more control than social media, because when you send an email from a non-spammy address, you can be pretty sure it will actually go to the designated recipient, which is something that is no longer even remotely guaranteed in social media. So how do you feel about the idea of using social media to lead your people off of social media? Do you love the idea? Do you hate the idea? I would love your feedback on this topic. Just enter your comments in the comment box at topsecrets.com/172. That's topsecrets.com/172.
Top Secrets.
If you're new to the industry and need to get grounded in the essentials of promotional product sales, visit us online at topsecrets.com/getting started. If you need to get clients now with no distractions and no excuses, visit topsecrets.com/TSCA. Or if you're a smart, focused, independent distributor doing a reasonable volume of sales, join the AIM Smart EQP community today at smarteqp.com. That's smarteqp.com.
Increase sales, improve margins, and grow your business. Guaranteed.
Top Secrets.
Top Secrets.
The promotional price.